Hello students, now we are going to solve some questions in which the upward and downward motions both are combined. Let us see this first question. A stone is thrown vertically upwards from the top of a building with a speed 14.7 meter per second. So let us draw a diagram to understand the situation. It is this way that we are given a building. Now a stone is thrown from the top of the building. So one stone is thrown upward. It is written vertically upwards. So how the motion will start of this stone? So firstly the stone will move to some highest point and after that it will return back to earth. So you can see firstly the stone moved upward and then it moved downward. So this is a combined motion. So in these type of situations we have to do one thing, that the initial speed of the stone, that is positive 14.7, and acceleration we have to take negative of g, that means minus 9.8 meter per second square. So whenever we are talking about the combined motion of upward, that means object first moved upward and then downward, then in these type of questions we can do that we have to take u positive and a negative. Okay, and other than that, what is the next data? If it returns to the earth in 8 seconds, that means from here when it started, that means the stone's journey started, then from this point it returned back to earth. So total time of the journey is given 8 seconds. This is third data. So let us name the positions. A is the starting position and B is the ending position. Now what is the target? We have to solve the height of the building. That means this height of the building is not given. We have to solve this term. Let us assume that this is h. Now what we can do? We can connect the displacement with the time, because time is given and displacement term is asked. So we will be using the formula s is equal to ut plus half at square. Now little modification we will do. This net displacement which we call s, that we will now write in form of final displacement minus initial displacement, y minus y0. This is final and this is initial. Now we have selected y direction because the stone's movement is in vertical direction. That's why we have selected the y direction, otherwise we would have selected the x direction. Now let us name the positions, let us assign the y values. So if the ground position is 0, so we will call it y equal to 0, and this way the y coordinate is increasing. So what is the position y at B point? That is y equal to 0 because it is the point of ground. And what is the y coordinate of A? So y equal to h, because this is h height at A position. Now we have to apply these values here. All the data we have to apply. So final y, that means A is initial for the stone's journey and B is final. So at this B point, what is y? Final displacement 0 and initial position of the stone was A. A means h. So this is our initial position. So we will call it y0 and this is h. Now ut plus half at square we have to substitute here. S we have already substituted. So u term, it is given 14.7 and time is given 8 seconds. Then A is negative and time is given 8 seconds. Now you can see in this equation only this h term is unknown and all other terms are given to us, so we can easily solve this height. But the term is, this term h is negative given, we can shift it this side so that this term becomes positive. So h we have to shift this side and all these terms we have to shift this side. So 14.7 into 8, when it is shifted this side it will become negative, and this 9.8 term, half of at square term, this is negative. By shifting it this side it will become positive. Okay, so only we have to solve this term and finally the answer of this is coming 196 meter. Okay, so height of the building we have solved. So understand these techniques.